What's something people misunderstand way too often? Just because I don't want to spend all my free time with you doesn't mean I don't like you. I just enjoy being by myself sometimes. Someone can have depression, but still look happy or laugh. That not everyone wants to talk all the time. If someone is sitting alone, they aren't always sad. They may be perfectly happy, just people watching. I constantly have people asking me, are you okay? You look so sad, and you're sitting alone over here. Like, I'm fine. I just have resting sad face, and I like being alone. Mayo. That taking a lighter to a sprinkler in a building will not actually cause all of the sprinklers to go off as they show in the movies. Only that one sprinkler will go off. Also, it will not be clean water, it will be black. Brushing your teeth isn't about how long you brush. It's about how effectively you've cleaned all the surfaces of all your teeth. That can take 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Brush all your teeth. We say it takes 2 minutes because if you're doing it right, it'll take about that much time. How to actually think critically about a study says, insert claim here. Study says that coffee prevents cancer. Actual study, mouse tumor cells in petri dishes exposed to high dose of caffeine grew 14% slower than mouse tumor cells in petri dishes not exposed to caffeine. Mouse tumor cells in petri dishes exposed to medium doses of caffeine grew 4% quicker. All numbers have a 5% margin of error. What scientific theory means, and how it relates to actual practical uses of science. Laws describe and theories explain how statistics work, and how easily they can be manipulated into showing what someone wants it to show. Bill Burr bit on statistics was hilarious. Want to go scuba diving with me? No. Why? 90% of shark attacks happen in shallow water. Yeah, because that's where the people are. The same thing when people say you are most likely to die within X miles from home. Yeah, because you are often home, or close to it. Semicolons and commas. Semicolons are great. They combine separate but related clauses. Commas are useful in providing clarity, improving sentence flow, and creating lists. Disagreeing with someone isn't the same as disliking them. I disagree. Heck you. Tax brackets. All your pay is not in one bracket. Yes. Thought this had to be the top answer when I clicked on the thread. Yes, you do want to get paid more. My tinfoil hat theory is that big huge companies spread that rumor so their workers won't try to fight for raises. Edit. Yes, we know about the benefits cliff. That's a different thing altogether, and I personally wish we could revise the social programs so that doesn't happen. Incognito mode. All it does is it deletes your search history and cookies when you close out. It doesn't hide your IP or delete downloads. People at my school depend on incognito, thinking it gives them privacy from the ed department. Boy, are they wrong. What lactose intolerance is? It's not an allergy, you just can't digest it. Depending on the individual, people might have a little lactose with no effect, a small amount with a bit of gas/bloating, some lactose with stomach cramps, or loads of lactose and get explosive diarrhea. Also, different dairy foods have different amounts of lactose. Think of lactose like alcohol. A pint of beer would have little effect on you, but a pint of vodka would ruin you. This is one of the reasons why lactose intolerant people sound cautious sometimes and don't care other times. Sometimes it's counterintuitive. Some examples. Mozzarella, only trace amounts of lactose. Milk chocolate, a bit of lactose. White chocolate, lots of lactose. A funny one. I have a mild dairy allergy. People, when I mention it, always think I mean lactose intolerance. I used to mention it as a fun fact, but honestly trying to explain that to people just got frustrating. I don't get bloating and cramps due to plugged up nose and throat. Also, cheese is usually worth it anyways. Like I said, mild. Low fat doesn't equal healthy. Low fat mayonnaise is not real mayonnaise. Low calorie doesn't equal healthy. Vegan friendly or gluten free doesn't necessarily equal healthy either. Organic, 100% natural foods doesn't mean healthy either. That cancer is an umbrella term, and not a single illness with a single cause. If this was understood, then the whole big pharma has the cure for cancer conspiracy would hold much less sway over people. I doubt it, because the conspiracy is stupid to begin with. Cancer researchers have friends and family members who have died of cancer. They aren't hiding any magical cure. Plus, can you imagine what a company would do if they cured cancer? Every single drug they made from then on, even if it had nothing to do with cancer, would be marketed as by the company that cured cancer. Ask your doctor if Flixnorth is right for you. Flixnorth should not be used by people who are or might become pregnant. Side effects include weight gain and vertigo. Flixnorth, by the company that cured freaking cancer. Lose vs lose. Whoa, I gotta take a deep breath. It's hard to breath. You won't make less money by getting a raise. That's not how taxes work. That it's wold/cold/should, not would've/should've/could've. Mistaking politeness for flirting for sure. What OCD actually is. A friend of mine has OCD. It manifests as severe anxiety. She tells me she has to have everything clean, or she thinks something will happen to her family. She has tried to leave a dish in the sink, but she was so scared her kids were going to die she turned around and went home to clean it. She has these struggles every single day of her life. It's not funny, it's not cute, it can be debilitating for her, or any diagnosis for that matter. Sadness == depression. Mood swings == bipolar. Arrogance == narcissistic personality disorder. Need to be organized == OCD. Difficulties with focusing == ADHD. Getting anxious == anxiety disorder. Bra sizes. Myth. A = SMALL. B = MEDIUM. C = LARGED = XLARGE. Truth. A bra size is actually a ratio of band to cup size. This means that a 30-C is 5 cup sizes smaller than a 40-C. It means many women are wearing bands that are too big for their rib packages with cups that are too small, and it means that most retailers only carry 4 sizes of bands, 32 to 38, and 4 or 5 sizes of cups. When in reality there are more like 150 sizes of women. I've had to explain how to properly fit yourself for a bra every single time bra size has come up in conversation with other women. When I say I'm 32DD, everyone's all sure, Jan, because I don't have huge boobs, just a narrow rib cage. Even after I explain it, I don't think they believe me sometimes. Why is this an ongoing problem? We walk around with boobs our entire adult lives, and it seems like the majority of us have no idea what we are doing. They should teach it in X-Ed or something. The old saying/fable doesn't say that there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. It says you're as likely to find a leprechaun's pot of gold as you are to find the end of the rainbow. It's a comparison of two separate things to show impossibility of a task, not saying that one literally exists alongside the other. Also, Noah only took 2 of every unclean animal and 7 of every clean animal. The flu is not a gastrointestinal illness. Influenza is a respiratory virus. How about the flu and influenza are the same thing? I've got a friend who insists that they got really sick and it wasn't just the flu, it was influenza, as if that's somehow scarier and more serious. Like, that's literally what the flu is short for. That your yearly raise is not actually a raise, instead an adjustment for inflation. How dangerous driving while really tired can be. Being behind the wheel of a 3,000-pound machine when you have trouble keeping your eyes open is extremely dangerous, even if you're completely sober. I made the mistake of driving on no sleep and ended up nodding off and waking up in a small ditch. Thankfully the small highway I was on was pretty empty, so I didn't end up hurting anybody, but it really opened my eyes just how dangerous it is. That an argument and a discussion of opposing views are 2 different things. You can't pause an online game. Introversion. Introverts are not misanthropes or shut-ins that hate being around people and hate talking. At least that's not how they are defined. Introversion means that you recharge by being alone. Conversely, extroverts recharge by being around people. There are introverts who are social butterflies, but they are introverts because their social battery runs out after so long, and they need to relax by being alone. Point is, introversion == antisocial or asocial. I bring it up because I'm a bit of a social butterfly, but at heart I'm an introvert and most people don't understand that. The media intentionally appeals to your emotional bias to manipulate your opinions. Cities can't just go pave the roads. There's a lot behind the decision making for which roads are to be refinished, where, when. Roads won't be repaved if they need underground infrastructure overhaul, which multiplies the cost by a huge amount. they won't be paved. If it's a residential street that sees very few cars a day, no matter how loud you are. When the dictionary people include a new word, it's not because they think it's cool, it's because people use it in real life and some people need, you guessed it, a dictionary to understand what it means. Grammar and how percentages work. If something increases by 10% and then another 10% is added, that does not mean it's the original number plus 20%. It's the original number plus 10%, plus 10% of the original number increased by 10%. Thank you so much for watching, and soobscrooble if you want.